Chocks and Chockettes, known in between. Chocolate here for another video review. This here on the Lindt mini eggs. Yeah, so what are they? Well, I was going to introduce them as milk chocolate ones, but it says milk chocolate eggs, mini eggs, with a creamy white filling. So there we go. So they're not really milk chocolates at all. They're not really white chocolate because they do have sort of Lindor white chocolate eggs. So we'll be doing a comparison. I'll review those afterwards and then perhaps do a comparison in that review. So yeah, odd one. You can see they got the Lindt bunny there in that corner there. That's the milk chocolate one. I do have a hazelnut one to hand. There we go. So yes, very cute, very cute. Yes, it's basically that's a sort of another range of products they do in the shape of those bunnies. Basically, white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and hazelnut. Chopped hazelnut one. Yeah, so yes, it looks an interesting one, doesn't it? You can see it's very shiny. So I do apologise if it's overly shiny. Because it's got the typical sort of Lindt shenanigans going around the edge. This sort of, I don't really know what they are. It's like the flower designs. I don't know if it's a specific flower. But you got the old butterflies and stuff for the spring editions. The grass at the bottom, as is always the case. You know, it's got the typical affair going on. Yes, what does it say? We've got some description on the back. You can, if it focuses in, so you can read it as well. Milk chocolate mini eggs with a creamy white filling. So it doesn't say white chocolate filling, it just says white filling. So maybe that's the difference. 44%. May contain hazelnuts, almonds, and other nuts. So there we go. Milk chocolate contains cocoa solids 30% minimum, milk solids 14% minimum. So there's no mention of white chocolate at all. It just says a white filling. So yeah, Lindt Sprungly. Bakers of chocolate, Swiss chocolate since 1845, and that translates as. And as the guy I always say, he's never touched chocolate in his life because his smock would be completely filthy with chocolate, wouldn't it? Yeah, and his face. There you go. Yes, what does it say there? And the other text in the top right. Yeah, manufactured. Yeah, okay. In Germany. Lindt sustainability. Lindt.com. Okay, Cape Town. Distributed by Lindt Sprungly. It looks like it's a South African product. That's a bit strange. No, Dublin. Okay, it's got the South African address on for some reason. Not sure why. Guess it's probably distributed in South Africa as well. This particular one, but usually it's a different one, isn't it? You know, they're not the same. You know, it's not distributed in the UK and South Africa. It's a bit of a one. But there you go. Per 100 grams, 574 calories, 38 grams of fat, 24 of which is saturated. So that's huge calorie-wise for the. I mean, I usually say the. Basically now it's between 500 and 550 really for the typical per 100 gram calories, but this one's 574, so that's massively high. Isn't it? That's the highest one we've seen yet, I think, in recent months. It's got the old problem of again the packet being half full. You know, I mean, it's definitely got this flourish at the bottom as well, so you remove that as well. Yeah, so you end up with that. I mean, it's a bit poor, isn't it? You know, they all do it, but it's a bit poor nonetheless. Because they all, told me to say all the same and nonetheless thing, I said none the same, I think, or something like that. Oh dear. Right, yeah, so a bit terrible, but you can, you know, it's got a nice look to it. It's got that window, you see what they are on the inside. They're quite small mini, well, they're not small mini eggs, but they're smaller than some we've seen in other products, you know, such as the Cadbury ones, things like this. Not Cadbury's mini eggs, but the actual Cadbury sort of cream egg mini eggs and stuff like that. You know. These ones tend to be a bit bigger. Alright, well, we should do it open. Yeah, let's do it. So it's about to see whether it tastes like this white filling. So, yeah, it doesn't sound too appealing when you don't think it's white chocolate, but we'll see. Okay, let's give it open. Let's do it. Okay, I'm just going to use Lindt milk chocolate mini eggs with a cream white filling and open. So it's not white chocolate, don't forget, it's not white chocolate. No white chocolate on the ingredients or anything like that. Was the palm oil, by the way? That's one thing we didn't check before. It didn't stand out to me, but I wasn't particularly looking. So, see, I can't see any. Can you? Nothing standing out. Yeah, doesn't seem to have palm oil in it, so I could be wrong. Got flavourings, of course, but yeah. Okay, good. There we go. Right. Okay, well, let's give these an open then. It's a bit hard to open, but there we go. So I've done about 750 reviews now. So we're in the top right hand corner. We're going to post all my other reviews. So yeah, once you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel, please go check those out. That'd be great. And hopefully at some point I'll be able to open these as well. They're not easily openable, these ones, actually. There's no sort of, usually that seam, isn't there, where you can tear it, but there isn't one in this case at all. So it's kind of a very, let's see, can we open it like a packet of crisps? Yes, we can. There we go. Not a perfect open, but an open nonetheless. Okay. So I'm assuming the colours are just decorative, don't have any purpose, but you can see there's not an equal distribution all the same, which I don't think probably matters when they're all flavoured the same, but you know, you'd like, still assume that they could do it, but maybe it just looks a bit too manufactured if they do that, I'm not sure. But anyway, so we've got 8 red, we've got 6 green, and 3 blue. There we go. There's a nice smell coming from them, a nice sort of wafty smell. So does it say anything interesting on there? I think it's, if it is even possible to read it. It says something interesting there, double something. Double milk, it says. Are they all different then, are they? They are different, then that definitely does make a... Yeah, no, I think they're all the same, double milk. It's a bit hard to read because they're all squished up a bit. Yeah, double milk. So they all say double milk, so I guess the sensor's like a very sort of milky sensor, I guess, double milk. There we are. Okay, let's give them an open. We'll measure them after we open them. So let's give one of the red ones an open. Let's do that. So, okay, see what we're up against. So, obviously, tight foil wrapping here. It looks quite nice. Yeah, there's no easy way to open these, so we'll just get into them. Okay, I'm quite excited about these actually. But I feel like I know what they're going to be. This is going to be sort of like those, possibly, you know, Lindor sort of white chocolate thing. Well, they're not white chocolate. I don't know. I'm not sure then. We'll see. There you go. Quite a standard looking egg. Quite milky. The seam is on an odd place there, but this is Lindt. This egg has something to it, you know. It says Lindt on it. Odd that the seam is sort of in between that design. I usually think, I don't know, really, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah. Seem just strikes me as a bit different than normal, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. You'd think it'd be down sort of here, but that's where it says Lindt. Basically, you think it'd be down this sort of side of it here. Because it says Lindt there, they haven't done it that side, so it just seems a bit odd, you know. Yeah, it's just unusual, I guess, that it's through the design like that, but there we go. Alright, let's give it a bit of a chop. Well, I'll give it a measure first, actually, give it a measure. So, as I say, it's a bit like a bit of an almondy shaped egg, a bit of a strange egg. Just try and get it spot on. A bit difficult to measure perfectly, but about 2.7 centimetres there in height. Width around the middle, about 1.6, 1.7 centimetres. Alright, it's melting a bit in my hand. It's starting to, let's give it a bit of a chop. Interested to see how this one looks. Might go down the seam actually. Why not? Usually a good place. Yes, because you get the... Right, there we go. So you can see the two halves there. Hopefully you can anyway. Yes, there we go. So you can see a nice sort of creamy filling there. I say, who knows what it is. Yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? It looks nice. See, it's not half filled all the way to the top though. It's obviously two halves that have then been stuck together. So you can see there's a bit of a lip on there, especially on the bottom one where it's, well, yeah, on the bottom one. Not quite equal on the other sides, but still not filled to the brim. But I can understand why they do that, but even so. Okay. Right, well, looks interesting. Maybe we should give it a taste. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, wants to give these Lindt mini eggs, milk chocolate mini eggs with a creamy white filling a taste. So yeah, there's basically, I don't know, it just says it's a creamy white filling, so I think it's just milky, sort of like a milk powder it says on the side, but that could be anything, 18%, so not sure. It's obviously some kind of, you know, it's not white chocolate, despite what it looks like. Yeah, so, okay, right. Well, let's give it a go. Let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Wow. Very soft. Very Lindor-like. That's for sure. Wow. It's really quite milky as well. Milky, I'd say. Not creamy, milky, but yeah. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, and they're quite creamy, basically. Quite creamy, not in a bad way as such. I would say it's very let's say it does taste yeah. Does taste I don't know. It's not very chocolatey. Just very. You can mainly taste that sort of milky centre, and it's a bit of an odd one. Not sure whether it's amazingly nice. It's okay. It's different. Yeah. It's Let's have another traveller one. Tried different colour wrappings and all the same as well so far. Yeah, very creamy. Very creamy. I think imagine that sort of the sense of a Lindor, but then even creamier because it's not chocolate as such. It's so yeah, I say creamy. It's probably, I think milky is more of a term I'd use. It's more that way inclined. That makes it sound worse, but it's not quite as rich, I guess, as a sort of cream filling, if that makes sense. It's interesting. It's not what you might confuse it with white chocolate. But it's not. It isn't white chocolate. Even from the taste, you might do, but it's not. Can taste a bit of the Lindt chocolate. Lindt chocolate's quite creamy as well, anyway. So you're getting a very sort of. I know I said I described it as milky, but basically overall just a sort of creamy product. Really, it's very sort of that way inclined. It's okay. They're a bit different, they can't. I think having too much, they get a bit sickly if you have too much of them. You can't have too many of them. But it's okay though. Yeah, I don't mind them. I think they're not like perfect. Basically, I think they just do what they do quite well. They're quite interesting. They're quite moreish, they're easy to eat, but they're not a flavour that I love particularly. But they're quite distinct and unique. As in there's not many other sort of Easter products like this. But it's one of those where you do get those sort of centres that are like this sometimes, and you'll see them every now and again, and just as a random product, not quite one you expected it to have. But you see when you bite it in half, you can see the two layers into halves easily partitioned there. So there's a gap down the middle. Yeah. Okay, well, as I say, very much a Lindt product. They're very sort of, as I say, very sort of milky, creamy. Not a million miles away from like a sort of Lindor type consistency in the middle. I think Lindors are probably chocolate in the centre, or some kind of chocolate, shenanigan going on. Even the white chocolate ones, well, but it does remind me of that quite a lot. So yeah, I mean those are usually a bit too sickly. These are not too bad because it's in a bit more of a manageable amount. Just check a blue one, not the blue one yet. I think just in case there's any difference, I don't think there is. It looks exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. Not really blowing my socks off. They're all right. I think. Let's say just quite creamy. It's just got something a bit different about them. Not very chocolatey, but you can taste the sort of the Lindt milk chocolate there as well. It is quite creamy as well. It doesn't really contradict that creamy centre. It's quite creamy in itself. So you're just getting a massively creamy, milky taste. I'd say it was more milky in the centre. I know I keep sort of calling it creamy, but I mean, it's not. It does remind me more of a sort of milky, sort of chocolatey taste, if you know what I mean, rather than a sort of creamy centre that's like an Oreo cream filling or something like that. That's the difference I'm trying to make. That's the distinction I'm trying to make with that. Yeah, so I think I think it's okay. I think for me it's probably a 3.5 out of 5. I think they're just above average slightly, but I think they're not really going to blow your socks off. But they are something a bit different. But you might sort of think, well, I could just be having sort of mini Lindors here or something like that, or even the other Lindt mini eggs, which I did have somewhere. Well, these ones, yeah, basically. So we'll see. We'll review those next and see if there's any reason to have both of them. But yeah, for these ones, 3.5 out of 5. So still the Lindor ones I like. Yeah, probably a bit different though. It's nice to have a milk chocolate surround. But yeah, I don't know. Just not quite knocking my socks off, I guess. But they're still nice to have. So 3.5 out of 5. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. You know the drill by now. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program. Great way to support the channel, it really is. Discord chats and links in the description as well. You can come and chat to me and everyone else. Yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya. Bye for now. See ya.